Not the children who are in difficulty, guys. Not the children who are in difficulty. Diddy's older boys are currently dealing with financial difficulties and legal action. Give up. It is a repentance. Mess. This is continuous, everyday, and moral. Content, men. Join the channel by subscribing. Tunnel, I'm on my trek right now, and it's exhausting and intense. Guys, with all of the workaholism involved in taking care of parents, I wanted to share some films with you all. Guys, you just won't notice my work because I was, let's say, only a slight adjustment away. But hopefully I have a voice. Christ Combs. In any case, voice, let's move on to this location. American Express has formally filed a lawsuit against Chris Combs for failing to pay bills since August 25, 2024. At 17, 58, he owes GU 17th and 500,500. I apologize, but there are no pockets. Empty. He needs his father. Addy. You see, folks, this is the reason Diddy's family is battling for their value. Their goal is to make money. Cash. They seek a means of subsistence. It's strange that this man is unable to even pay me $17,000. Even. Now, your father is still a multimillionaire. Heir, you have money. Under. In what situation are you being sued? You filed a lawsuit. American Express is terrible. The literal translation is A's versus Combs. You see, guys, this is the reason Diddy's family is battling for their worth. Their goal is to make money. They are looking for a means of subsistence. It's strange that this man is unable to even pay me $17,000. Even now, your father is still a multimillionaire. Do you have money available to you? In what situation are you being sued? You filed a lawsuit. The American Express is a versus Combs is what it literally means. $17,000 in damages. And to tell the truth, boys, the harm is undoubtedly getting worse. Expand, Chris Combs is acting in a way that shows he litigation once more. Outfits. Recently, there was discussion over a case in which the plaintiff did not even employ legal counsel. Rennie, he was simply annoyed. Errored. In many ways, that family is struggling financially, and it's funny how they manage to attend media appearances to support their father and represent him in court. However, when it comes to past due bills that are causing them financial hardship in urban areas, they want to avoid all of that. That is awful, but I believe there is more to the visible fractures, the inside fissures that Christ Combs and Justin are going through. A ring. They're not the ones either. Ones. The lawsuits their mother is mounting are causing her to suffer as well. Xing. She hasn't had any attorneys yet. Nays. They're all attempting to hide their problems, and this isn't working out, sweetheart. I adored Christ and Justin. You can continue evading legal action. Suits. The ability to run is something you can do. You can run as long as you like. Desire. Running, running, running. That Beyoncé song. Even I'm not a singer. Sing, however, that's essentially what they're doing. Racing through forests, flooding lakes, and crashing into trees. Reese. They are going, but these lawsuits will keep you in the dark. You should avoid becoming like my dad, or else you'll end up being just like him. Let's go on to the following conversation with J. Fox because shades Diddy. Does Diddy want to explain to me why this individual is disparaging Diddy so much? During a recent trip on the Emmys campaign road for this Netflix special, Diddy Jamie made fun of Diddy. Diddy crazy, razy, huh? Was what the Oscar winner stated after the incident. A video? Fox asked. Idea. He's another jerk, but I'm not sure if he's going to jail. Offer the appropriate thing, especially to us? I think that's fantastic, but black folks were heroes. Boy, all that damn noise. Diddy, why are you so rude? Here, You understand how that hums for black folks. Following the release of the song, "It's All About Benjamins," Fox stated that the trial had destroyed Diddy's legacy. That was culture, the academic said. The baby oil is the main focus now. In other words, I don't think Diddy was a hero to all of the multi-black communities. Yes, I must disagree since I don't believe Diddy saw that. Jamie. However, one thing about Jamie is that Diddy is always on his mind, and that may have implications. Do you get that Jamie has been talking about him on his comedy shows as if he's exploiting him for some sort of publicity? We're either discussing Jamie's health problems or anything Diddy related. Did your father relate to you? You. And it's becoming quite bad for me. Therefore, I think it's strange that he would come out and say things like slitty, itty, shim, him, and that, knowing full well that he is a horrible guy. And it's all about the baby oil, but in my opinion, this man wasn't a hero to everyone. It's hilarious when someone talks for a long time and you have to say, "Hold on, this man wasn't my Superman." With all due respect, do you comprehend? Diddy is not my idol outside of the song he had with Kesha Cole last night, even if I tapped my toe to it. Oh, Diddy was by no means a hero. I don't think many people regarded him as this hero, but in my perspective, he was just viewed as someone who achieved success, and some others wished to follow in his footsteps. Oh, Diddy was larger in his imagination than in reality, and since his head is enormous, one might assume that this is the case. That man's musical ability is quite lacking. His production skills are lacking. He would constantly steal art. After stealing songs from producers, threatening them repeatedly, and stealing things from his other label members, he would flee with it. Had it not been for that, he would not have succeeded. This man has only succeeded in becoming a millionaire by harming others. He isn't as talented as Ellen DeGeneres or Arrest Warrant, which they're not gifted either, but they haven't accomplished anything, in my opinion, aside from chasing down their father in court and paying past due bills. Godspeed. I apologize, but this week's episode is unavoidable because, well, as you are all aware, I will not be revealing my identity, but we must talk about Ellen DeGeneres. Her obtaining arrest warrants has been the subject of a widely shared discussion. To think that these are all of them. People, particularly content providers, are arguing over the Diddy trial, which is simply untrue. Someone mentioned something about Adam Sandler or a video of him. The Prince tape was then made public. Is Ellen being jailed now? She has an arrest warrant related to the trial of PDD. This is all false information. Additionally, users on YouTube and TikTok may simply include this information in their videos and state, "Yeah, this is what's happening," and people are actually believing it. It's simply so depressing to me. People ought to consider certain sources while covering the trial, you know? Among them is inner city press. You might make use of CNN. The Washington Post is available to you. You can use the real transcripts from these court reporters. Your sources ought to be these. Those who claim that these things are occurring when they aren't, in my opinion, are just dangerous because AI is advancing more quickly, and now individuals will just post AI films to demonstrate this in court when it isn't. As a result, you won't be able to distinguish between fact and fiction. I'm not sure where this debate about the arrest warrant originated, but it's all lies. Ellen may have shifted for shady reasons. I believe there is something unclean about that woman in the buttermilk. Additionally, I believe that she and Diddy have a very strange connection, especially given that she would tweet about their strange interactions and give this man a strange new moniker. And that was just strange. The buttermilk between those two isn't clean then. Ellen isn't entirely innocent, but she doesn't have an arrest warrant and has nothing to do with the PD trial. Nevertheless, I want to conclude this film by saying this. The lady who has so many famous pals is Cassie. She was pictured with all of them. She and Alicia Keys were posted together. Beyoncé. Not one of them, but all of them. I'm not suggesting that I'm not. Rather, I'm referring to all of her famous pals, not just Alicia or Beyoncé in particular. All of them, Lauren London. They are all as silent as religious leaders. She has shown so much, and not a single woman or celebrity friend has come forward to say anything about her. Is that not strange, guys? They are scared and want to keep it quiet and keep everyone happy because I think that's really strange. Please share your opinions about this with me, folks. Please subscribe, leave a comment below, and give this video a thumbs up. Please offer a huge thank you